Hello everybody, welcome to the third week of the English classes with the US Embassy Yerevan. I'm Lilit. Today we're going to talk about ways to sound polite in English. Generally, it is believed that English is one of those languages that makes special stress on how you say things. And depending on the manner of your speaking, your interlocutor may be left either in total embarrassment, or your speech may draw a nice smile on your interlocutor's face and optimistically challenge them. There exist universally accepted ways to sound polite, and these expressions include please, thank you, and I'm sorry. You may use these expressions in any language with full confidence that you're not going to sound rude or impolite. But if you're intended to go any further in your speech and you're not very proficient in the foreign language, you may come across culturally specific language issues. Depending on the linguistic mentality, the traps may be everywhere. I mean, something can be quite fine in one language, but that may sound really rude in another. So let me give you a couple of tips on how to avoid these pitfalls. If you're in a restaurant and if you're making an order, avoid saying I want something. Meanwhile, that would be really fine if you said it in Armenian. Yes, uzum եմ. For example, you could say yes, uzum եմ pasta. But even in English, if you say I want pasta, this might sound a bit rude, as if you're commanding. Instead, you can say I'll have pasta, please. Or you can say, I would like to have pasta. From the perspective of Armenian, the frequent use of imperatives does not make your speech really aggressive, while that's not the case with English. For example, if you're in a business profile and you're talking English, instead of saying, forward my call to the HR manager, you can soften it down to, could you please forward my call to the HR manager? This would sound really polite and would make your interlocutors serve you to their best. The expression of I'm afraid might be really useful when you want to make a polite speech. So instead of making blunt and rude statements like your time is up, you can say I'm afraid you are out of time. Or instead of saying I must be going, you can say, I'm afraid I have to go. Still another way to sound polite is to use the expression of, would you mind? For example, would you mind closing the door? Would you mind having dinner with me? Would you mind sending me the report? I'm going to reveal even more expressions and grammatical constructions to sound polite in English. So stay tuned and follow us. Thank you very much. See you soon.